Hello ladies and gents and welcome back to another Real Talk. I am GGJ. This week we will be going over NA Summer Circuit, EU Summer Circuit, and of course we will talk about MVPs for a team each week, one for NA and one for EU, and of course we'll be talking about the upcoming full split, who's likely to take it, my thoughts on that, and we'll leave it there, but nonetheless, enjoy. Ladies and gents, right then, we're going to be going straight into the NA scene. NA seemed a bit weird. I felt like, Match Point were a bit trolling. They just wanted to have a bit of fun. They've already run it, so congratulations straight off the bat to Match Point. 7 weeks straight wins. Very happy to see that. Very dominant performance by them. And you know what, the Match Point guys, you should be very proud of what you've achieved. Money. That's what it's at. There's no trophies in this. There's no trophies. So it's all about that Wonga. But anyway, congratulations to them. Let's have a look at the brackets. So as we can see, Unity Esports versus Team Sky Main, or TSM. They took that in very comfortable. Well, they really did take that comfortably. Then Matchpoint versus Team Sky Main 2-1. Matchpoint were trying out some ridiculous comps, and TSM took a game off them. Then Matchpoint obviously came back to win that. Team Woogly versus Ardent Ascendants. Good matchup. Woogly looking extremely strong. Team Woogly is a team that is going to do well. It's going to be a third tier team, like they're going to be coming third, fourth, and hopefully get into the finals a couple of times. So that's a team you want to be looking out for in the full split. Eager versus Kings of the North. One game taken off that. Kings of the North couldn't fill the roster, so Eager get through. Kings of the North got disqualified. Ronin couldn't fill the roster. They had a player issue again, so again another disqualification. Unlucky for them because Ronin needed to beat Beacon. But nonetheless, we'll go into that in a later detail, because at doing this on Tuesday at 1:54 p.m. midday-ish on the 23rd of August, Paladins World still haven't actually updated their brackets or the point system, which is no surprise there, right? Okay then. Dave, Kenneth, come on, chop chop. People want this stuff. What you doing? Anyway, we move on to the semi-finals. Matchpoint versus Team Woogly. 2-1. Woogly do indeed take a game off Matchpoint. They were trying out another comp. Do drop a game indeed. Eager versus Beacon. Eager take that in quick succession. 2-0. Third, fourth place matchup is Woogly versus Beacon. Now, sadly, this wasn't streamed. Obviously, due to the time constraints, and they don't want to continue, going into all that. But Team Woogly take that 2-0. Matchpoint over Eager. 3-0. The trolling, or the having fun stopped, and of course, a lot of respect to Eager. They harness that respect from Matchpoint. They say, right, we're not going to troll or anything. We're going to come in now and we're going to, do our job. 3-0 to Matchpoint. Eager coming close, but unlucky. So, as I was saying, Matchpoint basically were having fun this week. They've already won it, so congratulations to them, obviously. But Woogly. Now, Woogly are a team that are getting results. They're always in that third, fourth place matchup. It's a bit like Fate and Paradigm, always in that third place, fourth place matchup. But right now, Woogly seem to be so dominant. They took a game off Matchpoint. That was a massive confident boost for them. That is a team you want to be watching out for in the fall. Now, of course, going into the full split, which we'll get into in a moment, it's going to be random again. So depending on where they come in the first week of seeding. So that was the NA. NA was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed that. It was fun, and it was seeing Matchpoint, just letting their hair down and having some fun as well. People thought, oh, they're trolling. No, they've already won. Technically, they don't have to enter next week at all. Period. But I dare say they will, because they want to play. But yeah, well done to them. They put on strong. Eager again, promising team, looking really strong. Bitey and the boys, really going to be a team to really take it to Matchpoint in the next coming split. Hopefully they do. Anyway, guys, we're going to be moving on to the EU scene. Don't go anywhere. Now, on to EU, and this is where all the stuff is happening. This is where the hype is. Let's get onto the EU bracket. Right, Fate Esports versus Revolution, Group 1. Revolution take that 2-0, head on to take on Torpedo in the semi-finals. District 69 versus Eliminators. Eliminators, another team to watch out for. These guys are continuously improving and also, you know, representing, always in, always there. So congratulations to them. District 69 beat them out 2-0. Paradigm versus the Art of War EU. Paradigm take that 2-0. District 69 versus Paradigm. Paradigm take the game number 1. Very sick. Well played to them. That is hype, man. Take the game off of District 69. District 69 come back to win the second and third game. Torpedo versus Revolution. Take that 2-0. Third place matchup is Revolution versus Paradigm. Paradigm take that 2-0. Torpedo in the final lost 3-1. Now the finals were really good, really good. Game 1 went to was it Torpedo or District 69? Well, either way, one took one and then they come back and took another and so forth and so on. But anyway, District 69 then came out and take it. Torpedo were playing with a sub. Bugsy was ill as well, you know, left, right, and center. But this week we had nothing but server issues, so that could come down to a lot of the results as well. But nonetheless, I know Torpedo were having a ton of lag throughout it. Like, District 69 guys were triggered as hell. Either way, you know what? Doesn't matter. Comes down to the final week now. Week number 8. And let's talk about that right now. So, this is a pretty short video, but I won't go over the ESL and I won't go over the TJ Tuesdays at the minute. I'm going to do that in a real talk. I want to, but at the minute I'm pressed for time. I'm trying to keep the structure. I'm trying to keep these videos fairly small. People are saying, it's too long, too blah, 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 whatever, you know. So I'm trying to keep the videos to a shorter length. Right, so as it stands, District 69 are 20 points ahead of Torpedo. If Torpedo win next week, we go on to a sudden death, which is absolutely freaking sick. God, I want this. Like, this is hype. This is the biggest storyline we've had in Paladins history. Never mind DreamHack and the pre-season. I know all that was great, but right now, this is the here and now. This is the present, right? So, District 69 need to win next week to win it all, right? To win this split. Torpedo need to win to level on points, right? But then, once that happens, or if that happens, sorry, then we go into a sudden death matchup. Best of 1, right? I'm not sure why it's a best of 1 for the best of the marbles. That sort of gets me. Like, you've got 10 grand on the line. And the best of 1's going to decide it if Torpedo win. What the fuck? That's a little... I'm not going to lie, that's a little lame. But I tried my hardest. I spoke to Cooper. I emailed him. And he came back with the response. Let me just find it. That one, there we go. Hi Jay, our tie-break scenarios are best of 1 matches. If Torpedo and District 69 are tied in points at the end of the summer circuit, or anyone else for that matter, we will run a best of 1 tie-break that same day to determine who takes first and who takes seconds. Regards, Cooper. So, no best of 3 to decide it, best of 1. So, for instance, say Torpedo win. District 69 are going to be a little salty because, you know, they're going to be a little bit triggered and stuff. Anybody would. I mean, are they going to be playing a best of and then go into a best of 1 straight after to decide? That's not a little bit unfair in my opinion. But if District 69 beat them next week, then none of this happens. But if Torpedo, what if? There's just that what if. If Torpedo come in, take it and win it. Mate, you're going to see a Torpedo side hungry. Like, they are going to be hungry. I know Torpedo boys, and they're not going to have any quims. They're not going to have any excuses. They're going to put everything on the line. So, no trolling, no nothing. This is dead serious. They are going to come in, and they're going to go for it. And District 69, I dare say, know this is going to happen. And these guys beat each other left, right, and centre all the time. So this could go any way. I'm actually hoping Torpedo take it and win it. You know, it'd be a nice change. District 69 have had a run of amazing luck. They've won so much. So has Torpedo, but, you know, District 69 had that luck at the... Well, I wouldn't say it's luck. They just outplayed everybody at DreamHack Summer in Sweden. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking for something here. I'm looking for something. Anyway, right. That is that for the EU side of things. Next up, MVP for each region. Haha, right, we're back. Right, this time, the MVP, I'm going to give it to, last week on the EU, I gave it to somebody on Revolution. That is correct. This week, I'm going to give it to Bozy on Paradigm. And here's to why. He didn't play the Grok. Usually he plays Grok, and he's devastating on that. But this week, he played something different. Oh, excuse me. I am so tired. I don't get hiccups. I really do have hiccups. Oh, wow. Really now? As I'm recording? Excuse me. As he's, what the hell was it he played? I can't remember now. But he played something different. Was it outstanding? Oh, come on. Really? He was outstanding. So he MVP award this week goes to Bozy. Oh, God. I am so sorry, guys. On NA. Now, NA to me felt meh. Not going to lie. That felt... I'm not going to give it to anybody on match point. I want to give it to one of the boys on Woogly. Because I felt like them taking a game off match point, even though match point were trolling. And rightfully so. These guys have won, okay? So them trolling, having a laugh, enjoying the game that they play, right? There's no harm in that. I'm going to give this to... Actually, I don't know. Eager put up a hell of a fight. Bitey was playing out of his mind. I feel that could be, I think Bitey deserves it. I'm going to give it to Bitey this week. So congratulations to Bitey, MVP for this week. Week number 7 in the summer circuit, yeah. Or as I call it, the summer split. Right, guys. Adding a small little section onto the next part, which you're coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Right then, for this part, this is just a small section. I just want to talk about something, and that is the full split. Next week is week 8 of the summer split. After that, that's it. We have probably a week, maybe 2 weeks break, which would probably need, the players do need to have some downtime, obviously. Can't always esport. Let them have a break. So 1 or 2 week break, then we go into the full split. After that, so the full split will take us probably to the end of September, beginning of October. And then after that, we'll have the Hi-Res Expo qualification playoffs, which I'm assuming will be something similar to how DreamHack went. So DreamHack went like for 4 weeks. Top 4, each week's winner went through to the playoffs. And then top 2 from the playoffs went to the LAN. So... as we've been told, and they won't budge on this, I've tried my hardest. I really have tried to try and get this changed. Top 2, again, go to LAN. It's only going to be 4 team LAN. Even though everybody who went to DreamHack Summer said that it wasn't enough. Literally everybody said, nah, 4 teams is just boring. It's boring to watch. That's it. You have best of 3s, and then you go into a best of 5 final, and that's it. And everybody's like, nah, not interested. They want the storyline. We want to see a full 16 bracket of 16 teams or stuff like that, or even 8 teams. They want a tournament. Now, of course, Pyros don't have to. They're paying the travel and accommodations for all these teams, but it would be nice. It would be lovely if this was to happen. I can't see it changing anytime soon. We're going to have another drastic change to the game prior to all of this. Anyway, that's guaranteed. My thoughts coming up to this is I'm not a fan. Not very impressed. For a LAN, 4 teams is a bit... Nah. I think it should be 8 teams minimum. Especially with such a fast-paced game. It's got to be 8 teams. And especially if we're going to keep this TTK and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if we keep that, then this style of how it is now, more Team Fortress 2 like, we have to literally have more teams than 4. 2 NA, 2 EU. Not a fan at all. Right, anyway, that pretty much wraps up everything for the video. I know it's short, but I've been trying to keep the lengths down because a lot of people said, it's a little bit too long for me to watch, and people, views were dying off, so I want to try and keep it down a bit. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have, leave that like, leave a comment on your thoughts of the video, and of course, the scene overall. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Peace for now. See you next week.